what would you do in this desperate situation? You're 18, you're from a normal, loving home, and then all of a sudden, just one day, your mother and your father disappear, leaving you and your baby sister all alone. What would you do in this situation? Would you give up? Hand yourself into the authorities and hope to find a new home together? Or would you pack yourself up with what little money you could scrounge together and move to a whole new area and try and live out a normal life, raising your sister as best as you can? This is Let's Play The Sims 3, just the two of us. Can these girls make it out on their own? Can they figure out why their parents left? Stick around and see if we can find it out together. Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is, as I said in the title a minute ago, this is just the two of us. It's a story about an older sister with her younger sister and the life they're going to try and build together. Let's see if it's a success or they crash and burn. So, I'd love to pronounce these sisters' names for you, but I can't. I didn't really think about this. Bad timing, but yeah. Hopefully I'll have my act together by the next part. Anyway, let's get to the sisters themselves. Our eldest one here is, obviously she's a teenager. She is a Leo. No, not a Leo. Can't read today, sorry. Go away, llama. No, go away. Go home. Go away. Anyway, we have our older sister here, who is a virtuoso, a natural cook, a genius, and family-orientated, obviously because she's taking on this big role. That's gonna bug me that the flower in her hair keeps turning into a pair of glasses. And then we have her baby sister, who loves the heat and is artistic. Sorry about that. Anyway, we are doing this in Bridgeport, as you can see. This is the first time I've recorded in Bridgeport, so this should be fun. So, yeah, all this stuff is happening. Yeah. As you can tell, these girls are not originally from here. It was all part of this young lady's plan. She wanted to move as far away from where they were born to... Sorry if you can hear that, my cat's just walking. But yeah, she wanted to get them as far away from where they were born. So, you know, they don't have any questions about why their parents aren't seen or anything. They don't bump into anyone who knows them. But yeah, they won't bump into anyone they know here, hopefully. Or at least that's her hope. So, yeah, we'll see how life goes for these two. As for their backstory, as I said, they lived a relatively normal life. They lived with their parents in Hawaii. It was a nice, peaceful life. It didn't seem like anything particularly unusual was going on. But then, all of a sudden, one day, she woke up to go to school. She heard her sister was crying in her crib, and now her mom doesn't work. Thankfully, their dad's writing career was pretty high, so he was pretty high up in the writing career. So so her mom didn't have to work.
Oh.
No, we don't want neighbors coming over. Yes, that's her mom. So she thought it was a bit unusual that she'd wake up to her sister crying, because usually her mom would be right on to that and, you know, would go and tend to what she needed. So she went to tend to her sister. She gave her food and changed her and everything that she needed done. But then that's when she realized that was unusual. She didn't usually have to do that sort of stuff, so she went looking for her mom. And she couldn't find her anywhere around the house. She was basically just missing. Her dad had usually left for work by then, so she phoned her dad's workplace, and again, you know, her dad hadn't shown up for work, which is unusual. Her dad usually always shows up for work. So, yes, that was unusual. She skipped school that day. She stayed at home. She waited and she waited and she waited, and her parents never came back. Now, some people would say, why don't you just call them and things like that. She did. She phoned them. Their phones were at the house. She found them in her parents' bedroom. Now, most people would logically phone the cops or do something like that, but what can I say? She panicked. There's nothing more to say about the situation. She panicked. She knew that, you know, she had no idea where her parents were. She had no idea what happened to them. So she was afraid that whilst they were waiting to find out what happened to her parents and for her parents to be found, she was afraid that her and her sister would be separated. And that was the last thing that she wanted. So she stayed in the house in their family home as long as she could. I mean, she didn't just immediately notice her parents were gone and immediately uprooted her and herself and her sister and moved away. That's not what happened at all in this situation. She waited until people started noticing that her parents weren't around. Oh, she's gonna teach her to talk. That's good. So yeah, she basically waited until people started noticing that her parents weren't around, and basically the more people started asking, the longer they were gone, the more people started asking questions. The more questions being asked, the more afraid she became, until it got to a point where, yeah, she thought, you know what, we've got a little bit of money on us. Well, obviously we only have a little bit of money on them now, but we have some money on us. So I don't have to deal with these questions and eventually people getting the authorities involved and everything. Because actually, that's the reason she moved. Actually, that was the reason she moved them. She overheard some of her neighbors mentioning that they were, it'd been like 3 weeks. There'd been no sign of their parents. Her dad's car was gone out of the driveway, so there was no sign of her parents anywhere. The neighbors were planning on calling the cops and basically saying that these 2 young girls have been left all by themselves, and she panicked. So she thought, you know what, we've got money. Our parents clearly aren't coming back, and if they're coming back, she has the same phone. It's the same phone number, so if her parents ever show up, they can call them and just ask her where she is, and then she can explain the situation to them, and everything like that. And either their parents can pay for them to move back to Hawaii so they can meet together as a family, or her parents can move out here to Bridgeport, where they are. But yeah, we'll cross that bridge when it comes to it, if it comes to it. But yeah, so she found a place, a really nice house. It's a nice small house just for the 2 of them. It's like out the ways a little bit, so they don't like draw too much attention to themselves. She's explained to the... Actually, we're gonna have to set her up. with some stuff. She's explained to the school that, basically, the easiest way to explain this is she lied to the school a little bit, the local school here. She said that she has a younger sister at home. It's just her younger sister, and her mom. She has a younger sister at home, and her mom is recently been diagnosed with an illness that prevents her from basically taking care of her younger sister, which means that she needs to be home to help out. So the schools agreed that she can go to school, she can go to the public school here, but she has to work from home. So, yeah. So she doesn't got to come in for classes, she's just got to download homework from home. She said, yeah, that's fine. They've recently moved into this house because it's just a one floor. It's easier for her mom. But they don't have a computer yet. So the school said, that's fine. You can miss the first day of school if it's necessary. And just, you just have to work doubly hard on your homework and everything. And make sure that you do well. So that's the situation she's in. Obviously, they're gonna have to find a way to make money. So hopefully, her sister. Hopefully, I'm hoping to get her sister a guitar and, excuse me, get her some skills in that, so we can pay for tips. So we can not play for tips and stuff like that. So why don't you go change your sister because she smells. And oh my god, sorry about that. I will fix that for the next episode. But that is I don't know what to say about that other than horrifying. But yeah, so sorry about that. Something just started playing by itself. But yeah, hopefully they can build a life together and things will work out the way that they should. As for ways she can make money, like I said, she's going to play at parks for tips. She's going to she's gonna go to the junkyard and like pick up scraps and pay for replace furniture and do things like that. You can see she loves her sister. Her sister is her best friend, and it's not just because she's the only person she knows here right now. Aww. You gonna no. Well, come on, that was really cute. Go read that to your sister. Read to your sister. That'd be cute. Yeah, you just see these two have a very close connection. Like, she loves her baby sister so much. Like, you will never see a sim love another sim as much as she loves her baby sister. Her sister is the world to her. And I just think it's so incredibly cute. I'm gonna have to get a picture of that, because that's just really sweet. Yeah, unfortunately she doesn't have any skills yet because, well, yeah, she's not used to being on her own. She thought she had plenty of time to work on her career and what she wanted to do with herself. But it turns out she doesn't have as much time as she would like, because now she has to think of her sister. Anyway, as cute as that is, you should probably serve, go with autumn salad. Because you don't have any cooking skill yet. Oh, you need to be first. Yeah, you don't have any cooking skills yet, and, actually, before you do that, put your sister in the high chair. Because we should feed your sister first, and then we will feed you. I'm gonna treat this just the same way I do the Gavins. It's just gonna be a nice little house to show off what I personally think is just, I mean, just look at it. It is gorgeous. I love this town. It's a beautiful town. It's really pretty. And I can't help but love it. Give you some baby food. Yeah, I can't help but love this town, and I just want to show it off. If you serve dinner, that means you have food for later and you haven't got to cook yet, which is good. Yeah. Well, what happened to your leg? Oh my god. That's scary. But yeah, you'll probably notice that their clothing isn't, like, they're not very suited for, Bridgeport weather. Because Bridgeport is in Iceland. So they're living in Iceland now, a relatively, small city, a relatively small city in Iceland is where they're living right now. So, these poor girls living in Hawaii their entire lives, I don't think they really knew how cold, I don't think they really understand how cold it's going to get here. They will eventually, but yeah, I don't think they understand right now how cold it's going to get here. This is, while she's eating. Perfect timing to take a look at a sim while, you know. Sorry about my camera work, I'm terrible with the camera, but let's just get a good old look at her. That is a face and a half, but just look at her. How pretty is she? She is so pretty. She's just so pretty. And while we have a free moment, let's get a look at her sister. Let's get a really good look at her sister. I mean, come on, look at that face! Oh my god, I'm gonna take a picture of that. That's a face and a half. That's just adorable. But then look at how cute these girls are. What are you gonna do? You're gonna pick her up. Okay. And then you're gonna put her to bed. That's good. They don't have a lot of stuff. Yeah, so yeah, we're just gonna have to see how life ends, like, goes with these girls, for these girls. I could have sworn I saw something outside the house then, but there's nothing, probably. Yeah, I think this house is a little cute, like the little fireplace. Yeah. Someone's expecting a new baby. Good for them. I need to set out the settings, so I'm only told what's going on with, like, blood relatives and friends. And stuff like that. She wants to tickle her sister. Alright, you're not gonna learn to drive, honey, because there's no one around to teach you to drive. Maybe if you make a friend, you can learn to drive. Yeah, so, as you can see, it's just the two of them. Hopefully we'll find their parents. Maybe someday their parents will show up again. We don't really know. I certainly know it's not going to be easy for them, but they'll make the most of it. The way she sees it is, sorry, the way she sees it is that, you know, it's going to be difficult. You know, there's going to be hard times ahead of them. She's going to have to do a lot of work, and she's going to have to tell a lot of lies to keep the two of them together. She's going to have to break a lot of rules. Risk getting in a lot of trouble because, you know, yeah, they left Hawaii without their parents' consent. So, some people can view what she's done as kidnap. Like, she's kidnapped her baby sister. So she's gonna have to deal with that as well if it comes to it. Sorry. So she's gonna have to deal with that if it comes to it and all that stuff. But, in her eyes, she did this for her sister. But, but to her, it's worth it. Because, her and her sister are together, and that's the important thing to her. Give your sister a bath. You can potty train her. That is really scary. But yeah, so, and that's what means the most to her, is that her and her sister are together. And just being together, and yeah, being together is worth the trouble that she's gonna end up being in the long run. Sorry, you can't go to school because a babysitter would look at this, like, take one look at this house and realize that there are no grown-ups living here and would call the police. Any particular reason you're throwing our bills on the floor? But yeah, so so a babysitter would take one look at this and call the cops and say, "Hey, there's a girl living here in this house at such and such an address, and I'm here right now, and there doesn't seem to be, like, where are you? No. Pick up your sister. There doesn't seem to be any signs of parents here. I'd like to report child abandonment or whatever." And, so yeah, so basically, if she goes out anywhere, she has to take her sister with her. It has to be a place that she can take her sister. So we're gonna see if we can find a junkyard or something that she can go to, there we go, there's a junkyard right here. Okay, so we can go do some, scavenging. Oops, we forgot to put that in the fridge. Serve breakfast waffles. Try not to burn the house down. Because burning the house down would kind of defeat the purpose of everything. So, fingers crossed she won't burn that. Actually, no. Don't prepare a meal. Just, no. Have a quick meal of cereal. That's better. We'll get you some cooking skill before you do that. And I know what you guys are thinking. She's a natural cook. She can't set fire to the house. You know, natural cooks will never cause a fire whilst cooking. But I've had at least 3 separate occasions where I've had natural cook sims, and they've set the house on fire. I don't know if it's a glitch or a bug or whatever it is, but it's happened. So we're not doing that. After you've done that, you can pick your sister up. Actually, clean up and then pick up your sister. And then we will go to the junkyard. Your sister has her imaginary friend in her inventory, so she can play with that while we're there. Up you go, now let's go. She can take cabs places, because she'll just do what every teenager who's skipping school would do, which is just lie to the cabbie and say that, you know, she's 21, she just looks young. And cab drivers don't tend to ask a lot of questions, thankfully. So, yep, we're gonna head over to the junkyard, do some scavenging for some scraps. So she can make a little bit of money. Okay, so, put your sister down here. So she's inside. Collect. Salvage. Salvage. Dig through. And dig through. So her sister's gonna play while she collects some stuff and get some goodies to sell. So they have money in their pocket. I might start her a garden so she can sell her fruits and vegetables and things like that. Might be a good idea. You dig through that. So yeah, this is just really a game of, well, survival. There's nothing really else. There's no other way of explaining it. She wants to keep her sister with her. You know, she doesn't want to lose her. Her sister means everything to her. So you can understand the desperation, the desperate situation she's in. She hasn't informed the parents of her. She didn't inform the police of her parents' disappearance. Well, it's kind of obvious. Like, one reason is she doesn't want to be separated from her sister. That's the obvious solution to that situation, and the obvious answer to that question you can think of is the reason that she didn't tell the police her parents are missing is because she's afraid she'll lose her sister. But the other reason is actually there's no other word for it. She's scared. She's scared about what she's going to be told. She's scared that if she tells the police her parents are missing, you know, an investigation will go on and everything, which most people would see as a good thing. But to her, it's terrifying because I'm going to have to move that so we can salvage that at some point. But she's terrified that she's basically going to be told that her parents are dead. You know, and that's the last thing she wants to hear. So it's kind of a putting your fingers in your ears and going la 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 solution that she has going right now. Pretend there's not a problem and everything is okay. How long she stays with that mindset is like, it's up to her. How long she plans to shut out the truth that her parents are missing is up to her. And up to her psyche. We'll see how long that lasts. Let's take a cooking class. I don't think you can take your sister to a cooking class, but we'll see. You might be able to take over with us. If not, you won't be able to do that. But yeah, so that's our story. Oh, and that is my timer going off, alerting me to the fact that time is up. Okay, well, I'd like to thank you for joining me on this brand new journey that I've started. And I'd like to thank you for choosing my video. There are a lot of Sims videos out there, so I appreciate you choosing mine. Yeah, I'm hoping that I can start updating this regularly. This is going to be a Wednesday update. This is going to be my Wednesday update. I will be recording this every Friday or Saturday, depending on what day I have the house to myself. And this will be uploaded on a Wednesday. So I hope you have a nice day, week, month, whatever. And yep, I hope you have fun doing whatever it is that you do with your time. Thank you for watching. Bye.